Alrighty, how's my Pick Three at a Glance family? Welcome to my Pick Three at a Glance family and all the viewers. The viewers are increasing, and I have few people signing up to subscribe. I think it's about average the way it's adding up. But I appreciate everybody. I appreciate my viewers. I call them families too. But if you could just do me a favor and subscribe. I'm glad we're getting to that. We passed the hump. We got to the 500. Well, we at 600 now. I'm trying to get to the 1,000. I would really like to do live with the family because I know you probably have questions about the Pick Three at a Glance system. I get a lot of calls, and like I say, it only takes me about 30 minutes to explain to everybody. And I've met a lot of interesting people. That's what I love about this. That people call me and ask me questions, and they got confidence in the system. And I'm meeting a lot of people over the phone. And you know, it's a strange thing. You meet people just over the phone. You know that it's like you got a kinship of some type. You got a connection, and you talk like you've known each other for years. I got a buddy of mine. You know, you've heard me call him. His name's Terry C. He got my back, and he helps me with when I first started with the system. I was making some errors along the way, and he pointed them out to me and kept me on the straight and narrow. And I really appreciate all of you. You know, I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the prayers I've been getting. I know I had the colonoscopy, and prayers was given out, and you know, this is a different ball game here. This is, you meet people that legitimate people, and I hate to say it, people that invest in numbers and things like that are really nice people, because they really are. I'm telling you. I'm gonna say this right quick. I used to go on the casino boat and play on the casino, but I wasn't too big on that because you can lose a lot of money on them boats, man. I'm telling you. But I Pick Three has always been my thing. But I was sitting by a guy, and I was just talking with him, and the guy, you know, I wasn't playing the machine, but I was talking. We was having a casual conversation. He told me a little about himself, and he just grabbed a handful of coins and just put them in my machine. Told me to start playing the machine while we talked. And I'm telling you, I was playing the machine. I put in about I think it was a dollar machine. I put in about $5 and hit, and I hit for $300. I hit for $300. Seriously. And the guy, and he looked at me, I looked at him, I say, do you want some of it? He said, nah, you can have it. And then I said, okay. I said, okay. And I got ready to get up. He said, well, just give me $1 for good luck. I gave him $1. He let me keep the whole $300. I'm like, geez. And I cashed it out. I'm telling you. People, you meet the nicest people on gambling boats and stuff, and that do gamble. They are nice. You know, I'm nice. So, but yeah, and that was interesting. And believe me, I needed that $300 at the time because I was going on vacation with me and my wife, and I actually needed $200 to pay the last fee to go on the trip. So yeah, that's just somebody. You know, God is good, and it's good. Yeah, it's a blessing. Okay, this here is going to be the tutorial, family. And like, share, subscribe. I got my email up there for comments. Email momoneyterry@gmail.com. And you can call me. I love my system. Like I say, I don't run, I don't hide. I can explain it to you. I'm not going to be shucking and jiving you. You'll understand it. And I'll do anything to help you understand it and help you win. Pick Three, because Pick Three is teachable and doable, really. It's the only system out there with 1,000 numbers that you can actually track and find out what numbers you're going to play and why you're playing them. That's the only reason I like Pick Three. I don't waste my time with nothing else, really, at all. All I do, I'm a professional Pick Three lottery player. That's what you can call me. And I think that's how I came up with this system. But as usual, with the tutorial, we're going to start with the day that today is August the 28th, 2022. And I'm using yesterday's number that fell, which is 535. And I like to put the last time that it fell. The last time it fell was August the 9th, 2019. All right. So you see how long these numbers, if you're not tracking these numbers and seeing how they fall rotating, you playing a loser's game if you're a serious Pick 3 player. We can, these numbers here, you can track them with my system. Okay. And there's no reason not to track because it's so simple. It's just like, you can do it in 10 minutes. It don't take up no time in your day and go back doing whatever you're doing and you'll know where them numbers at every time. All right. And this is a new system. I haven't seen this system nowhere on YouTube, nowhere. I got the rights to it. So, but I ain't making no fuss. I want everybody to get it. And the more you win, the better. And I'm be just as much after they got all the money we need to win. Okay. So, but if you ain't tracking, it's hard to win. You're gonna increase your chances greatly with this. So 535 came in, all right, and it's a double, so it's got two like numbers in it, which is the two fives, and it can come three ways by being a double. It can come 535, 355, and 553. See how these numbers, if by law average, they rotate. They all change positions. If it's a straight, it's gonna have six ways it can come, and it's gonna in the law average, they all gonna change positions. And that's how we play. We can track them playing, changing positions and everything like that. That's how you win. And I'm explaining to you more in detail how we're going to find this 535 in the master sheet down here. And in what column, all right? And we use the 1-1 rundown to accomplish that. The 1-1 rundown is the only rundown that you're going to ever need with this system and these 22 numbers here. Also, and you don't need to, with my system, you don't need the tic-tac-toe, you don't need the date subs, you don't need the grids, you don't need the flips, and you don't need the other multiple rundowns they got out there other than the 1-1-1. All right, because it's already built in, because you're dealing with the actual 1,000 numbers. When you pick a number off of here, there's no guessing what number you're playing. There's no guessing why you're playing that number, because you see the numbers all at a glance, all 1,000. Okay, so we're gonna do the 1-1 rundown. The 1-1 rundown, you're gonna do add 1 to the number that came in, the 535. And I use the 1-1 rundown because it's a powerful rundown and it does everything you need to do. Right? Okay, you're gonna add 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. 1 to 7, you get 8. 1 to 8, you get 9. 1 to 9, you get 10, but you don't use the 1, you use the 0. 1 to 0, you get 1. 1 to 1, you get 2. 1 to 2, you get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. So basically, all you're doing is counting down. You're going with the 1. You're going 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You go. It's 10, but you're using the 0. Then you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't get no simpler than that. Same here. You're going to add 1 to the 3. Then you're going 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. 1, 2, 3. Same number top. Same number. When you get to the number at the bottom, you're done. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're done. 1 plus 1 make 2. That's why I love it. That's why I love it. Okay, now what we do once we do that, we want to see where this 535 is on these master sheet. These 22 numbers make up this master sheet. And you do the 1-1 rundown on these 22 numbers, you're going to get 22 columns. Simple as that, all right? So we want to find out what column this 535 is in. It's going to be in the doubles column, and it's going to be in this 535. And what you're looking for is these base numbers in this rundown. These base numbers, and any number that you put here, when you do the 1-1 rundown, these base numbers will be in that column, but maybe not in the same order, but they will be in the column, all right? So the base numbers here that don't change is 012, 013, 014, 015, 016, 017, 018, 024, 025, 026, 027, 037. All right? That's the straight numbers. Then you got 001, 002, 003, 004, 005, triple zeros, 011, 022, 033, 044. Okay? Now, we found out you got column 8 is going to be you're going to find the 535, and it's 022. So it's 022. But when you go to column 8, it's not going to be 535. It's going to be 355, because this number is different. 022, if you do the 1-1 rundown, you're going to see 355. And that 355, when you do, you're going to find the 022, and the 022 is right here. But it's not, it's 202. Same number, but in the rundown, it's 202. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for the 202, and it's column 8, but it's 022, like it is here. Then you go to column 8 to the master sheet, right here. You're going to go to column 8, and here's the 022. You go down, and there's that 355, right there, bam. You're done. And now this here master sheet covers all the 1,000 numbers that you're going to need. It covers 75. It's going to do, well, for the 1,000 numbers, it's going to just do 100% of following checking the numbers, all right? I got other three more strategies that I use along with to complement this to help increase your chances of winning, all right? So we're saying, okay, you got the 1,000, you got the columns here, all right? Now, with these 12 numbers, with the 1-1 rundown, you got 720 numbers. Because the reason being, you got each one of these numbers go 6 different ways. Each columns represent 60 numbers. 60 times 12 is 720 numbers that you're looking at a glance. All right? That's 75% of those 1,000 numbers at a glance. 60 numbers. All right? With the doubles, they can come 3 ways like we just did. And it's 9 of those, because the triples are by themselves, because they don't rotate, because wherever they rotate, they're going to still be the same. Okay? So now, you're going to have 9 times 30, which is here. 9 times 30. All right? 9 times 30 is 270. It's kind of odd how that worked out, but, you know, with my system, that's the way it worked out. I like the way it worked out. I'm glad it worked out that way, because like I said, I didn't like math. And when I seen that, I said, oh, this got to be right. And then, so that gives you 990 when you do the 720 at 720 and the 270, which is easy to add. And then plus the 10 gives you 1,000 numbers. And that's 1 in 1,000. 1 in 1,000 odds that you got a chance every time you play. And that odds ain't gonna never change, because it ain't set up for you to win. And the law of rotation ain't gonna never change. But you can win with this, because with this 1,000, with this system here, you can check off these numbers and follow them as they fall. And by the law of average, the way I do it, I look for the numbers that haven't failed yet to invest in and plan. Okay? Now, with these numbers here, the good thing about this is that you want to know the mirrors. You hear if you're a pick 3 player, you're gonna start hearing about mirrors and sister numbers, and and really what it is the opposite numbers are opposite each other. Say you got triple zeros to 499 and 500 to 999. You got your top numbers, which is the triple zeros to 499. Your bottom numbers, which is 500 to 999. All right. So you have this grid here, and that's just the number, the opposite number of each other, the 1,000. So you playing 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 come in. You just played the bottom number or the top number you were playing, just the opposite. If you're playing 3, 4, 5, and 8, 9, 0 came in, you just played the bottom number came in instead of your opposite. The opposite number came in instead of the top number that you was playing. Reason being, they look at on this grid, a 1 is opposite of 6, 6 is opposite of 1, 2 opposite of 7, 7 opposite of 2, 3 opposite of 8, 8 opposite of 3, 4 opposite of 9, 9 opposite of 4, 5 opposite of 0, 0 opposite of 5. That's the simple. And the beauty of this that I love about this 1-1 rundown, the opposite numbers are included in each column. All right, each column. And let's go to the column 8 we were in with the 022. All right, you got the 355 here that field. The opposite of it is going to be the 800. So 800 is the opposite of the 355. Same here. Let's use the triple for example. Let me make sure you can see the triples, and maybe that'll make it make sense to you a little bit. Triple zeros, opposite triple zeros, triple fives. Opposite triple ones, triple six. Opposite triple twos is triple sevens. Opposite triple threes is triple eights. Opposite triple fours is triple nines. See how easy that is? And all these numbers work the same way. And the beauty of this, at a glance, this here is really the way I do my yearly sheet. I don't change this sheet. As the year go by, every month and every day I'm checking off the yearly sheet. But I do a monthly sheet with these same numbers set up the same way. And every month I check off the numbers. Now, every time I don't check in a column any number, I carry that column. I put a line on top to remind me that I did not check no numbers off that column for that month. Now, yeah, it could take 2 months. When it gets 2 months, I ain't marked off nothing on the column. I start looking at that column, so when I win, I know where I'm going to get my numbers from. Because by the law of average, sooner or later, something's going to come off that column. I don't care what it is. Because when you're looking at this, you ain't just looking at 10 numbers. You're looking at 60 numbers. All right? So you're looking at 60 numbers that ain't failed in 3 months or 2 months. Or if you got 2 columns ain't failed in 2 or 3 months. You know where you're going to get your numbers. You ain't guessing for no numbers. And wishing no numbers. And praying you dream no numbers. Because you're dealing with all the actual numbers at a glance. That's why I call it Pick 3 at a glance. I don't know how I came up with it, but when I did, I came up with the name at the same time because I knew something was special about this. And I said, man, I need to think of a name for this sheet. And that's what I called it, Pick 3 at a glance. And it's been good to me. Now, another thing of beauty about this, if you find a column where, as you've been marking and tracking, ain't failed in 3 months, you really gonna play that column because something's gonna come off it for sure. 4 months, I mean, you'd be crazy not to play the column. But it can take 3 months. I know that for a fact for tracking. But at least you know where you're getting your numbers at and you got an eye on them. And what I look for in those columns, I don't only just look for numbers that ain't played, but hopefully I look for numbers that are opposite of each other. Let's say this 1, 2, 2, 5, and this 6, 7, 0 hadn't failed in 2 months together, and they still blank through the year. I'm playing them two for the simple fact, by law average, one of them coming in. One of them coming in because they opposite each other. They mirror each other. Or if you find 4 of them like that in the column, you definitely playing them 4 numbers. And you ain't guessing because you playing the actual numbers. You playing the actual Pick 3 number. You don't have to guess. Okay? And this, if you don't do nothing today, take these 22 numbers, do the 1-1 rundown on them, and start working with me today using your own numbers as they come in. Start checking them off. Okay, this is the tutorial section. So I'm checking them off, and hopefully when I get to the 1,000, I'll figure out a way how to do live, and we can all work together. And y'all can ask me questions, and I can read them out, read it. I don't know how fancy I'm gonna get with this. I'm trying, but to help everybody, I'm gonna get as fancy as what needs to be done. I'm gonna look to do it. You know, to win this money, so we can all run to the bank and get some of this Pick 3 money. That's what my goal is, and that's my goal. You know, so that's how I look for. That's the power. That's powerful to be able to look on the column and see what mirror with the number ain't failed. You can't beat that, boy. I win good like that too. I win like that. Yeah, I win like everything. Everything I've used, I won on. All right, especially them mirrors and them opposite numbers. Because just by law of average, you're only working by law, but you have to play them till they come, make that money. I don't get in no hurry. Don't try to you flip off numbers, Because that's what happened to a lot of people. If they ain't tracked and they play a number and then that mirror number come in, and then they say, oh man, they played my mirror number. If they was watching this column and seeing that the mirror number hadn't failed with the number they was playing, they probably would have got them both, would have got it. They probably would have got that mirror number. Okay? This here tells you everything. That's why I say you don't need to do the tic-tac-toe, the date sums, the grids, and the flips, and 100 multiple runs, because they're only going to show you a fraction of what you need to know. Here you're looking at all 1,000 numbers. You can't miss. You just can't miss. And if you do miss, you know why you missed. Then you'll realize how the columns are falling at a glance. Only thing, if you do it now, you can follow me, but you're going to need to go back maybe to January. Or the farther back you're going to go, the more numbers you're going to eliminate in your state that you can look at playing. Actual numbers. The farther back you go. If you got any questions, just, call me or email me or put it in the comment section. And I've been pretty good at being able to, right now, to respond to all the calls and respond to the comments and respond to the emails. And all of us been positive. All of us been positive. So after that, but yeah, them columns really open up your eyes. Take away all the guesswork. Okay. Then after I do that, you can get your calendar and write the number down on your calendar. Right here, I put the 535 on the calendar. Let me see. Yeah. 535 on the calendar. And you see everything in red this month we've hit just by tracking. In red is the numbers we've hit this month. All right. So I go to strategy number 2 right here. And what I want to do, I want to look for a pair. The pairs, I track pairs that ain't filled. Okay? And how I do that, like today we had the yesterday we had the 535 come in. I'll mark off the 55 and I'll mark off the 35 right here. It's a double, and they only got two numbers in them that's, different. Only 2 numbers are different. And then if it's like this is the 1, 2, 3, I'd mark off the 12, the 13, and 23 because it's got 3 different numbers in it. And then at the end of the month, whatever ones I did mark off, I roll them over into the next month because you're playing by the law of average. So you're playing process elimination, and what's left is what you play. And that's how I knew 23 hadn't failed for 100 days. And it started hitting this month, and I hit on the 23. See here, it hit this month in Missouri evening. See how it came back? 23 here, 23 right there, 23 here on this pair, 23 here, 23 here, right here. That's how you do it. Law of elimination, a law of rotation, you can track everything and know when to play and how to play. Another thing here is strategy number 3. What I did, I know a single number can get cold, but when it got cold, I wanted to know what position that number would be cold in. So what I did, put this together. Strategy number 3. I took 0 and ran down 1 to 9. 0, 3 columns, 0, 1, 9. So this is a monthly deal that I do. Like the 535 came in, I mark off the 5 in the front, 3 in the middle, 5 in the back. Let's see, did I do it right? Yeah, 5 in the front, 3 in the middle, 5 in the back, all right? And at the end of the month, whatever number, what position it didn't fall in, I got an idea. Because if I'm playing a number with that number in it, in that position, I'm going to make sure that number is where I need it to be. For instance, this 1, 2, 3. Say you playing 1, 2, 3. All right? And at the end of the month, you find out that this 2 hadn't failed all month or longer, because you got your eye on it, you're going to make sure that if you're playing 1, 2, 3, you're going to play 2, 3, 1 or 2, 1, 3. Put that 2 in the front pair, because if your number come in 9 out of 10, you're going to catch it one of those ways. That's how you do it. Here is not the single pairs, but the front pair and back pair, which is really powerful. Oh, that's powerful. I mean, the sheet, I like that sheet, but I catch mostly with this one too, because what you do, like, okay, the 5, 3, the front pair, both of these top numbers and bottom numbers are the same. But I'll circle the 5, 3 front and the 3, 5 back. Like that. 3, 5 back. And what I do at the end of the year, whatever front pair and back pair don't fall, I look at them, I can track them. And I know next year, that back pair going to more likely fall. If not 2 or 3 times, it's going to fall on that number, going to fall on back end. Or that front number, if it ain't failed 3 or 4 times, it's going to fall on the front side. On average, okay? And another thing I like about this, like I track, this year I hit 090. The reason why I hit it, I knew that the 09, from simple tracking at a glance, looking at a glance, I knew that the 09 front hadn't failed and the 90 back hadn't failed, okay? I knew 90 back hadn't failed. So what I did, my number to play off the bucket list that I accumulate was 090. 090. I played it and it came just like that. 090. I hit it pretty good. And that's how I match up. I really match up. Like if I find out 09 front didn't fall, and you'll get skilled too at doing this. 09 or 90 back didn't fall, I definitely match them up. Even with a single number. Say, let's do it this way. Let's say, okay. Let's say 4, 6, you know, you've been tracking 4, 6 didn't fall. And let's go to a 6 column. And 6, 3 didn't fall. 4, 6, 3 gonna be my pick 3 number. Because by law of average, then I'm gonna come out like that. Yeah. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Here, what I did, I took the doubles. And just like I told you about mirroring the numbers, I wanted to know when the doubles, how they hit and what mirror didn't fall with that number at a glance. Right off the bat, I wanted to know that, because that's powerful too. So what I did is I matched the set doubles up with the mirrored number. Each sets that mirrored each other, I set them up. And what I did, like with the what was it, 800, with the 535, okay, well, I got it on here, it's 553, I'd mark it off, okay? Because these two here are sets, or twin numbers you can call them, and these 2 numbers here are a set of twin numbers. But they mirror each other, because 0 can be a 5, 5 can be a 0, 8 can be a 3, and 3 can be an 8. So if, doing my tracking, if these 2 sets didn't come in, and at the end of the year, and this is a yearly sheet, don't come in, I'm going to carry them over to the next year, put them in my bucket list of numbers to play when I hit. Or if say 335 and 880 don't come in, because they the opposite of each other, those 2 I'm looking at putting in my bucket list to play, because they're the opposite of each other. Another thing about this at a glance, by law average, say nothing comes off the 800. And you're gonna find that when you track it, you might find 3 columns out of the year, nothing comes out. So you know them gonna be your doubles you're gonna be looking at playing. because something gonna come off that column. One of them numbers out of them 4 coming off by law average. So what I do is I carry them over. That's how I hit the 090, because nothing had fell off that column. So I knew that's why I carried it. You want to know where your numbers at all the time. You got your hands on the pulse of the numbers. It's a very simple system. No fuss, no muss. Gonna help you sleep better at night. You won't go to sleep praying to dream a number like I used to do. I did to play the next day, because you're just sit and wait on your numbers. Because don't try to hit the numbers, let the numbers hit you. All right, that's my theory. Play them till they come, make that money, yeah. All right, if you got any questions, like, share, comments, subscribe. That's all I'm going. This is a beautiful system, and I'm telling you, I'm looking for help to tweak it. I know it's something can be tweaked with it, and we all can really hit. I think I always remember 2 heads. My mom used to always tell me 2 heads better than 1. So I'm looking for all these heads. So many 600 subscribers heads now for us to put our heads together, and all of us run to the bank with pockets full of money, because this is powerful. I'm telling you. When you start tracking them numbers, I got a link in my community tab about this. You've probably seen it if you've been playing or you like to play, about the teacher that figured out how to beat the lottery and actually did. They making a movie out of it. A simple strategy he had, and he won, I think, something like $27 million over a 9-year period. They had to close the game down. Now, I ain't saying I ain't gonna say it's gonna happen to pick 3, and I ain't gonna say it ain't gonna happen to pick 3 when everybody start tracking these numbers and really knowing how to play these numbers throughout the United States and around the world. I ain't saying it ain't gonna happen, and I ain't gonna say it is gonna happen. But I'm saying it's the only one where you can track the 1,000 numbers. All right, family. Love, peace. Play up till they come. Make that money, y'all. God bless.